Hi again everybody, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to show you how to change out the battery for a John Deere LA 105. It should be about the same for every John Deere LA Light Activity Series mower. In general, there's just a few things you want to do. Say hi, Maddie. What do you... Okay, that's a segue by the kid. She's bored hanging out with Dad. So we're going to change the battery in this. Now batteries cost about $20 at the big box store. This one is a 6-month free replacement battery by Interstate. They last about 3 years. This one I have in the machine is 3 years old, but it's not holding the charge anymore, so I've been using my little portable starting unit every time I wanted to mow the lawn. So last week I went out and bought a new battery, and I'm going to show you how to install it today. They do come fully charged, but I knew I was going to change this morning, so I hooked up the battery charger just to top it off, put it on the 6 volt and 2 amp, and it's just I like to top it off before I install it. So I'll put this on a tripod and we'll talk you through it. Okay, we've opened up the cowling on our mower. The battery sits in this little compartment back here. It's attached with a couple of bolts. I'll go get the wrench and we'll undo these. Even though the battery's needs replacing, it still holds the charge, so you want to be careful with it. You'd never want to use your wrench to touch both electrodes or both contacts, because you will get yourself a nasty shock. But if you're careful, you'll be fine. Okay, I've got my vice grip on the back side. It's a 10mm bolt. You have to take it all the way off, unfortunately, because it's a nut holding it on the back. There you go. One side's done. And loosen it up. Whenever you do any kind of preventative maintenance or upkeep on these things, it's a good idea to just look around the other areas while you're in there. Just look for broken parts that are obviously broken, frayed wires, that sort of stuff. Now this is actually kind of tough. You gotta lift it up with your fingers. And I said, kind of tough, it's just awkward. You know, it's about a 15-20 pound battery. There we go. Work it forward. Not entirely heavy, just awkward to get it in there. Okay, got the old battery out, gonna put the new battery in. Red, positive, black, negative. Make sure you put the terminals in the right direction. Just slide it back in. Okay, I ran into a stumbling block here, but I did a clever thing or incredibly stupid thing. You be the judge. But it does work. What I did is, when I bought my Home Depot battery for about $20 versus the $40 John Deere brand battery, I noticed that on this battery, the positive was in the back of the battery, not up front. The negative was in the back. The wires were just long enough to reach the front. So rather than go out and buy a more expensive battery, when I know this one would last probably just as long, I went to the garage and I got some, looks like 4-inch bolts, and I just used those to hook it up in the back. What I'll have to do is put some safety wire over here so those nuts won't slide off the end of the bolts when we encounter vibration during operation. But I'm going to do a test startup to see if my little cheapy workaround works. Okay, this is the startup test with those long 4-inch bolts. Works fine. So what I'll do, I'll get in there and I'm going to safety wire those nuts on the end of the bolts so they don't vibrate off. So that's how you change a battery on a John Deere light activity tractor, and that's how you use a non-John Deere battery with different placement for its positive and negative terminals. As always, thanks for watching.